haters. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, man.
First down. Here's Cousins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So much for a great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Second ball, Cousins.
Second down, Cousins.
Second ball, Cousins.
He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Spurs, Spurs.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Listen to me, listen to me.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray.
Oh, get off of me.
A big run that time by Murray. 45 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. The return man, Chris Moore.
Come here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm on your ass, Jackson. Don't worry about it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left.
Oh, what a
It's
play.
going in here by Willie Snead. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, for the Minnesota Vikings, despite that loss they had on Monday night in Seattle Week 14, they're still in the playoff picture. But 2 straight losses now have really tightened things up significantly.
Yeah, it's kept other people in the game, hasn't it? The Panthers, the Eagles, Washington, all half a game back, and we thought they were all pretty much done. But these losses by Minnesota have given them hope.
And by the way, not too far back. In fact, just a full game back.
Oh, don't say it.
The Green Bay Packers.
Don't say it. Vikings fans everywhere. The one name they hate hearing, Green Bay Packers. You don't want to hear that at all.
I'm sorry, guys. They're still in the mix. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. But before the game, you and I were looking at some of the highlights from last week, and one of the top plays was certainly that 99-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry.
Not only was it a top play, it's going to be memorable. And again, not just for 99 yards, which is enough of a reason to remember it, but it's the way he got it done. I mean, how about him knocking over people, stiff-arming people? I mean, it was an incredible, strong run. Tony Dorsett, who actually held the record before Derrick Henry, he hit him up on social media, gave him a little dap, a little congratulations. What a play.
Yeah, those are the only two guys. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chris Wormley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Slack. Gun.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this.
Oh, shit, dog. What the fuck? That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. Let's get it.
Plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first down throw for Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown.
Get off.
Vikings.
Get off.
A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point try by Bailey. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore Ravens, what a game they were in at Kansas City last week. Did lose it 27-24, but a heck of a game. And for the Ravens at 7-6, they're still in control of that 6th seed in the AFC.
And that's all that matters, okay? You lose the ball game, but as long as you're still in playoff position and you get to control your own fate, you have to feel good about that. Lamar Jackson had his 4th NFL start, continues to look good in spots, especially when he's running the football. In fact, Baltimore had rushed for over 200 yards in 3 games with him as the starter coming into that one. Joe Flacco's healthy, can't beat him out because they're playing better on offense with Lamar Jackson. I just love how they pushed Kansas City absolutely to the brink before Harrison Butker won it in overtime for KC.
Last 3 games pretty manageable. Tampa Bay and Cleveland at home. They do have to go to the Chargers, however. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there.
And he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Let's go.
Like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point?
Don't quit on me, dog. Don't quit on me, dog. You fumble, dog. Don't quit on me, though. You fumble, dog. Don't quit on me, though.
Whatever you're going to pick up,
Oh,
to
they
either
come
take
out.
the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here we go, Ike. Let's go, let's go. Black, black.
On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40s before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Let's go, let's go. I got 19,
Cousins on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And it'll be a second and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this has no chance.
This is some bullshit, mother bitch. How you missed that,
So 2 quarters
mother?
down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On third down, that's Edwards.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, How about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And when we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, one thing neat going on around the NFL again recently this year, we've seen this before, but the My Cause, My Cleats, just a chance for the players to give back to a certain charity that they like and dress up their shoes how they want. I know you saw that a couple weeks ago in your game.
I certainly did. I had the Giants and the Bears, and during this time frame, each team is allowed to designate one home game for My Cause, My Cleats. And that was the Giants' home game. They designated it. And Alec Ogletree had a big game. I mean, he had a pick-6 for a touchdown, a bunch of tackles, and his cleats were for autism awareness. What a perfect time to put that on stage. His cause, his cleats, and a big game as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 382, black.
On 1st and 10, Cousins over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
No, they're not.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground, Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
What is going on?
Oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Bailey now to kick this one away. Moore now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
That ass, Jackson.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watching now, Barney.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Jackson looks
not
scared.
to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
That ball.
Almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking deep for Crabtree. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson being chased out left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Crabtree the target on that one.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Cousins now from the 50. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Let's go.
Stephon Diggs, 50 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Bailey now to kick this one away. Moore now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Detroit! Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Cousins here to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Matt Weil now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And now here come the Ravens. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.